Hello everyone, good evening. Welcome to the channel Tech Tutors Tutorial. Today I am elated to announce that we are starting a new series of playlists dedicated towards Spring Boot. The playlist will be hands-on code walkthrough, Spring Boot starter walkthrough. We'll create a lot of POCs to understand how things are working in Spring Boot, and we'll also make sure that the code is available on Git. The main focus will be to slowly and steadily give you the confidence of working with Spring Boot, and later on you can use the sample code from GitHub and start using it to gain more confidence. We'll also have a different playlist to go through the interview questions in Spring Boot, but this playlist is specifically covers the internal working of Spring Boot. The intention would be to pick a starter, to pick a small use case and implement a small POC. So the idea behind this is that today everyone is asking for Spring Boot microservices. Everyone asking about how much of experience that you have with Spring Boot microservices. Sitting and working on different projects that are not actually using Spring Boot microservices and learning them via some tutorials which are just giving you written information will be of no use. So this session will start implementing a code, and the expectation is if you also do the same steps that I do, you'll definitely have a deeper understanding of Spring Boot microservices. And we all know that we started from different sort of projects, but the demand of Spring Boot microservices has grown rapidly. Okay, and there will definitely be a gap between the projects that you are working on and the expectation of knowing Spring Boot microservices. Hence, this tutorial is directed towards everyone who is starting on Spring Boot. Additionally, this tutorial will also improve the knowledge and the experience that you have working with Spring Boot. It will improve the understanding that you have with Spring Boot microservices. And not only that, the intention would be to have a playlist wherein you dedicatedly focus on the interview question. So current playlist will focus on internal working. The next playlist alongside the Spring Boot internals or the current playlist of Spring Boot will have a dedicated interview playlist which will be targeting the interview questions that you will get across different interviews for Spring Boot. Now, without much of a wait, I'll just give a brief introduction about myself. So, I have a more than 8 years of working experience in Indian IT sector. Worked on three different projects in three different organizations across a span of 5 years, which included Spring Boot microservices. So, I have been part of projects wherein we were starting on building the entire application from Spring Boot from ground zero to the top. We have delivered end-to-end projects on Spring Boot microservices. I've also been part of some projects where the existing application was monolithic and it was deployed in AWS cloud. And my task or the team's task was to break the application down from monolithic to Spring Boot microservices and additionally start deploying this application back onto their personal host. Basically, this company bought some small scale another company, and they brought in their own hardware. So they had a lot of Unix hosts that they could reuse. So basically, this company moved out of AWS cloud, and they had an existing AWS application in the cloud. So the task over there was to break the entire application down into Spring Boot microservices. Additionally, get these microservices deployed on their internal hosts. There has been another project where I'm working within currently, which is having multiple microservices. It's an entire product that is being converted into Spring Boot microservices. So without taking much of a time, let's start with the tutorial. Also, please don't forget to subscribe the channel and like the videos, and mention in the comment section what do you think about the videos, what are the new tools and technologies that you would like me to present videos on. Currently, this is the introduction and welcome session. We'll start with directly dive deep into how the Spring Boot works. We'll directly go into the code. So I'll again request everyone to not forget subscribing the channel, liking the videos, so that you keep on getting the updates as soon as I post a new video on this channel. Thank you, and let's start the learning.